Welcome to the factory. It is a new factory today. Or let's say it's 2 days old, and some other people have helped building the factory. Not always in the style that I would like, so this, for example, will be removed again. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be made, a lot of stuff that still needs to be updated. For instance, right here I have an iron and copper smeltery that are controlled by the power in the network and how much copper they are outputting, just so I save some energy at the moment. And you can see how the accumulators charge develops over time. I think right now it is still fine. I'm basically turning off those smelteries whenever I am below 50% accumulator charge, because the beacons always drain power even if they are not currently needed. If basically the machines around them don't need to work, they still draw power, except if I cut the power connection. I also wanted to work on nuclear power. I might just organize that via robots. Just need blue chests as well. And I want to work on bulk inserters as well. And this needs to be quality modules. Eventually I need to make another green circuit factory. So far I have the starter one in this area, quite small, and this one next to the iron smeltery. There's currently no iron, I guess because of the lack of power. And this might not store enough iron plates. I wish I could turn on the inserters individually and not just have to turn off everything, basically. So now it turns on again. And I have the number... Wait, did I not have the number somewhere? I guess right here I can see it's just below 777 sometimes, and if it's above 777 iron in all of those areas, then it will turn off, but I might even increase that number. Maybe 850. This means the machines will turn off when it's over 850. But also I want to eventually move such smeltery to a faraway place where I could load it into a train. I hope these few turrets will be enough. Basically I have this copyable setup with the walls. And then there are some regions where I am controlling the vitals. I I guess there's a tag that I can remove somewhere. This tag doesn't need to be there. And there are places where I can remove some turrets, which I should do because they all drain a little bit of power. If I drain less power, then that's more good. Can even remove some turrets in the middle here. This, for instance. I of course have the Factorio soundtrack, the Space Age soundtrack, specifically on right now in a separate player. At some point, some of these regions were the outer border, so that is why there are some turrets there sometimes. Just rearranging some turrets as well. I don't want biters to come through here, for instance. I don't think anyone would ever go there specifically, but it's good to just be prepared for that case. And if I close this off at some point, then I can maybe also close this off and capture the whole area here. Basically want to get to that oil. Not sure if there's any better oil inside. There's some oil over there, but not enough. This didn't yet continue building. I don't have enough substations. I am near where I could produce substations. Something is missing there, probably. I might produce more blue circuits by adding better productivity modules there. Maybe even improved machines. The good thing is if you use improved machines and put better modules in there, you can make more use of those modules. Okay, there's also blue circuit production here. Maybe I should cancel that because that is not properly optimized. So this will basically disappear now. This will finish producing stuff and then I can just get rid of that. Okay. I guess I will just remove them, except if productivity is right at the end. 28% productivity bonus. So in this case, this wouldn't help. Same. I guess I'll just remove them. I don't have to care about that. Also don't have to care about sulfuric acid being wasted. There's always the possibility to produce more in different ways. So this needs to be removed. Not sure how much I will manage to do today. If anyone wants to join and help, that's appreciated. But of course you would have to have the game and Space Age. Anyway, I need more green stuff to go through there. I generally need more green stuff. What's up with the research? I could also stop the research, but I will just continue it for now. Might even slow it down a little bit. Let's see, it says 57 science per minute. every other one will have speed, and ones in between will have efficiency. And then I don't waste so much energy. I guess it's not too much energy just that gets wasted there. The beacons themselves might even cost more than they bring. Not sure if I should maybe add another row of labs. Basically just connect that. There's red coming in on the left through the yellow thing. I might need to move this over. I guess this is a Fulgora song. And I would hope that over time, using or researching more productivity for mining productivity that is, will help me use less resources overall. That is the plan, at least. And therefore I don't have to expand so often and can just use what I already have discovered. I need to combine yellow and purple. I guess if I just combine them early, I don't have to combine them later. And I can just send them through wherever they need to go. So I shouldn't just let this go through. I hate when robots are flying over me and I accidentally pick them up. Then I have to release them again. I guess research will be stalled for a moment while I fix this. Purple and gray will also continue, will go into this red belt. The other red belt is yellow and purple. I might even have this just come in from the left. On there. I guess I could make this look a little bit messy at some point. Or a little bit less messy if I said that. Didn't know what I said there. Anyway. This will eventually be where purple or pink science will arrive. Let's see, I have a constant combinator I would have hoped. Maybe I don't. Maybe it has been built somewhere where it should have been just a ghost. Just want to make this little note for me. So this could be an underground belt. This could be moved a bit. And then the yellow belt can be pink and white. And I guess I increased my science per minute to almost 100. 98, 99, something like that. I guess if I use more productivity, then I might even increase that number a bit more. Or maybe it has to average out or improve the average. I don't know if it just goes over 1 minute. Anyway, copper and iron are currently turned off. Hello, Robinho. I guess some of the next tasks would be to free these regions, maybe even these 4 bases in total, and then cut this off and get the oil, because sometimes I don't have enough oil. Also, I need to ensure that I'm producing storage tanks. I'm not producing them yet, I guess, but there are some iron and steel close to each other. I guess I could limit this chest and the inserter as well. And say maybe 50. There's not much stone coming through to the rail production, which is necessary for purple science. I guess I need to fix that. There's some stone production, or stone resources available. Something was broken there. Yeah, I guess this kind of defense is not enough. Might even have to capture these biters so they don't attack all the time. And it might be helpful to protect or repair these areas. Because they don't repair themselves. Anyway, the storage tank was necessary for here, probably. I don't know if there were any storage tanks in storage. I want to see if the nuclear stuff has been built yet. I guess I need to also request things there. And put red circuits in a red chest. Maybe even copper, I don't know. It seems like copper isn't yet stored in logistic storage. Let's see. Maybe somewhere around here. So if copper is less than 500, and I might even increase the throughput. And I could even use better efficiency modules here. If I have them. I seem to have them. I guess I will have to change a lot about these beacons so they make sense again with the new modules that I'm adding. Let's see the numbers. It says 3% energy production. The next row hasn't been changed yet. Some of it says 80% reduction, or basically the maximum reduction I can have. I might need to change the way this is configured. There's two blues next to each other, or two beacons with speed modules. Doesn't really make sense. I might need to just look at the power pole in a moment and see if anything has changed. With the iron, no, with smelting, I guess I should look at merge. Can't really see much there. Maybe it's a bit lower than before, but not noticeable. Anyway, I should order more laser turrets, since I want to go on a killing spree in a moment. Okay, this needs to be higher quality modules, or higher tier quality modules, rather. Need to check if there are any more places. Furnaces, centrifuges, beacons. Always need to keep these things upgraded as much as possible to not waste any chances. Oh, this is my first ever copper mine, and it is completely dry, which is fine, I guess. I hope the cable connections are not problematic. I guess there's something missing now. Is this in the grid? Some of these things are properly in the grid, other things aren't. For instance, I could put one somewhere around here. I guess only if I removed some belts there. Anyway, I might also have a blueprint with the distance correctly implemented. So there might need to be a roboport. The other one can vanish. There's even a rare roboport. This is completely running out of stone. I guess that's what I commented on a moment ago. I need to import stone, preferably via a train. Maybe mining this using the same rail, making sure that trains have somewhere to go. Oh, I see. This can't be powered because the power poles are just behind the area that can be built in. And I thought I had not enough substations. This song is also nice. Pelagic Zone, an Aquilo song. I wanted to throw away some science packs. And also, I don't know about the electric engines. I guess I could put them into a chest. Copper ore is close enough to throw away. What's up with the nuclear production? We have some heat exchangers, some steam turbines. What are the robots saying? They still have capacity. This needs red circuits. Let's see if red circuits have a red chest. This is a not red chest yet. I guess I will allow 5 slots. I think I should somehow say output priority left here as well there. Did I? Might have misclicked. Wait, where is this going and why? Okay, it sort of makes sense, but also really messy. I want more beacons here, that's why I want to prioritize sending stuff to this place. And also, this might not, or this should not be a high level beacon back there. I should have the best beacons at the start. And then maybe efficiency for now, I don't know. Maybe every other one will get efficiency, and the ones between will get speed. Should definitely help with the energy consumption and pollution, but it doesn't affect assembling machines as much as mining drills, for instance. Mining drills are a huge pollutant. Always need to check if anyone joins. I think it's not something you can see constantly if you don't look at the player list or the chat. And there you can see how the copper mining turns on and off. Because the accumulator, well, it's quite low already. It will be turned off constantly for a moment in a while. Yeah, now the charge is below 50%. So the A signal is not true, and this signal is even less. Well, it's actually true, because it's less than 777 copper plates in the whole facility. I'm basically measuring all the belts that are the output belts of the furnaces. And then I have this rhythmic production of copper and iron plates, all at the same time roundabout. This is a nice reverse exponential curve or something. E to the minus x in a certain region. Anyway, I wanted to probably do something else that I have forgotten again. I wanted to notice whether nuclear stuff has been built yet. I guess it will take a while. And I need to look at concrete. It only goes into steel chests. I need to make it go into red chests, of course. I guess this was a place where I idled for a moment, or where I slept. Right near where there's also protection. I might want to make future turrets higher quality. I think there's now some space to make bulk inserters around here somewhere. I don't know what this does. I think this is totally broken now. Even the solid fuel is now unnecessary. I will try to make it go away. Try to not kill anything that shouldn't die. I guess I might want to put the solid fuel that I am mining here into a useful place. Not just fill the storage with solid fuel. This might eventually also completely be removed. Maybe even now. Just need to ensure that the power connections are still going somewhere. So, yeah, there needs to be a power connection. This is unconnected. I hope my neighbors are not too loud right now. I have the window open, just to let in some fresh air. Even though it might be hot air, I don't know how hot it is right now. Nice to clean up the factory, not have too much old stuff flying around. Why is that there? I don't think that's necessary anymore. Oh, this is going to the steam engines? Well. Guess I could send rocket fuel there, but I also don't really need to send anything there. These steam engines are probably only ever powering the roboport and these few laser turrets. If I remove those, will these steam engines completely turn off? That's the idea. And now I need to zoom out. I don't know if there's anything there that needs to be powered. Still getting some space science from space. Hope the robots are not too busy. There are still a lot of robots idle. Want to see the power consumption of the roboports. Quite low on the whole. Anyway, I did some things now. I wanted to do some other things that I forgot. Probably I wanted to throw in some solid fuel right here. Let's see. Blue chests. Solid fuel. And then just enter, and input priority left as well. Then the stuff that I want to use up has higher priority. Nice that petroleum gas is full. Let's look at the pollution cloud. You can see our little biter nests are definitely getting some pollution and getting rid of it. I don't know why this isn't getting rid of biters that easily. I want to know the evolution factor at the moment. Can I see that here? Or do I have to look at... well, maybe that's the current evolution. Big biters. We are still a bit away from behemoth biters. They might be difficult to handle. The medium biters go down. The big biters still go up a little bit. I guess the total percentage is always 100 if you sum all these curves. Would be nice if they just spawned less behemoth biters eventually. I guess this should be getting a radar or something. I will just go down now and try to deal with the biters. Could also eventually make myself a power armor Mark II. Should I do that now? Maybe I could. Before I struggle too much with enemies. And I could make personal fission reactor, no, portable fission reactor. Okay, I'm getting distracted again. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just work on that thing. That other thing. So this will be Kovarex process. Let's not call it that, let's just call it enrichment process. So, a lot of uranium-235. I guess if you follow the news, then you will also hear about that a bit more. Especially when it comes to current events in the Middle East. Well, how do I do this now? I guess I want to basically allow this productivity thing to finish its 14% productivity bonus. Not sure how much that would help me. Anyway, this will be powered a bit more. I'm sort of in the middle of something and I don't really know where to start with it. And now I remember why I'm doing this. Just to get the portable fission reactor. So this will be sorted on the output, of course. Maybe I can remove this substation or replace it. This should be good enough to start. Might even add beacons now. And I will go full speed on these things. They are not taking that much power and that much pollution 26 per minute. I guess that's okay. So the centrifuges, they are still... Are they these ones? Well, maybe I will replace some things here. Maybe I should get some in my inventory, but I don't know. I got some bonus productivity without actually getting the item itself. Okay, now this is a little bit faster. Let's look at the productivity module production. No better ones right now. I guess I should just replace some of these centrifuges if I can. Yeah, this was also still a good one. An uncommon quality centrifuge. And I hope this will be replaced eventually. So one thing I might do there is just collect all the U-35. Which will eventually make it through, if there is enough. Just to speed things up, I will throw things in there. This is still doing things. I guess the mining is kind of slow. What's up with the power plant production? I have 2 nuclear power plants at the moment. Maybe I should just start building the nuclear stuff. I thought of building it somewhere up here, quite far away from anything else. So if it explodes, it doesn't kill us. Which is kind of silly, of course, because the explosion radius is not that big. And we are not living in a nuclear wasteland afterwards. But it's still nice to have a separate region for the nuclear plant. I'm sort of getting distracted in every way possible right now. Wanted to deal with the enemies in the south, and then I wanted to make some nuclear material for the portable fission reactor. Now I have some more better exoskeletons. More things are dying down there. I guess I really need to deal with those biters. And then protect this somehow. Does this need to be there? Maybe it's fine to be there at the moment. Wonder if that's random stuff, if someone left it there. Or if it's just used by bots for storage. So I might turn this off. No more Power Armor Mark 1 production. Also I want to use better quality modules here, of course. My Fulgora ship can definitely use some uncommon asteroid collectors once I build it. I don't know if I will manage to go to Fulgora today. It might be a long stream, I don't know. I will see how I feel after a certain amount of hours. I guess I'll just replace everything with the better assembling machine. Even the assembling machine. There's radar production that isn't optimized yet. Might even throw some uncommon quality modules somewhere. For instance, in the quality module production. Or in the beacon production. Does this even use everything? Yes, it does work. I might make more beacons. Might throw away some stuff. Anyway, I was working on power, nuclear power. I guess I'll take 2 nuclear reactors. Even got a blue heat exchanger. Let's make 10 stacks of the steam turbines. I wonder if iron plates are anywhere nearby. Otherwise I might also just import them via robots. So this should be what exactly? Uranium fuel cell. So I will have the other stuff go on. I guess I can use productivity modules. Wanted to upgrade something. If I ever do this, I will also use quality in the bulk inserter production. There's already the highest quality of... well, maybe not. I have some better quality module 2s. Not sure which one would be on first, maybe these ones, because they get all the blue circuits. I still need to actually set up the nuclear fuel production properly. I need to add a red chest and a blue chest. And I will limit this. Well, maybe not like this. But making sure uranium fuel cell is only 20. Only 20 of them are produced at any time. And this is still not properly throwing things to places where they might actually be useful. Just wanted to add one more. And then I need to change some productivity modules eventually. I guess getting blue belts is also a good idea. But I would like to have the iron from there before I start getting blue belts. Belts are taking a lot of iron. First I need to do something down there. How many nuclear fuels do I need for the power armor? For the portable fission reactor? 4. I think I can steal some of the uranium to make that happen. Oh, they are producing 10 uranium fuel cells per craft. That's quite good. So now I will go 2 places. I guess I just need efficiency and speed modules. Level 1. They should just be here. I can just press F while also control clicking things out of these machines. Okay, now I have over 100 speed modules. Just a bit more. Now I have over 100 efficiency modules. Okay, that should be easy once I am in the east. And I need blue circuits and low density structures. I can just steal some blue circuits from here. That should be quite enough. Why didn't I? Well, I did. I guess I already had better exoskeletons or not, I don't know. Somehow I got more of them. But definitely once I have a power armor Mark II, I can have more exoskeletons, therefore also be faster. I guess I'll just replace this machine or the recipe. Does it still need all of those ingredients? I guess so. And then the modules. Why are you not taking low density structures now? Okay, now this is working. I'll just wait for my lucky modules. I guess there's currently no one else in the game. If you want to join, you can. Just ask. Or I guess look for my game if you know my name. So now, this thing, I guess I will now make the portable fission reactor in here. I need some low density structures. I guess I can just steal them from here. Might even make 2 of them. And I want to add a passive provider chest. Yes, this can be ignored. Let's now move this. I hope this doesn't spill all my inventory. Now I have one more row. Row of inventory stuff. I hope this will charge. Well, I don't have batteries. I guess it will not charge any batteries then. Now I need to choose what to put in here. Possibly those 2x2 things will go in the middle. Just like with the personal robopods. Some batteries. I don't know how many I will actually need. More of that. Need more blue circuits. I guess I can steal them from here if I'm not too fast. I might add one more personal robopod and 2 more batteries. Or shields, I don't know. Might also exchange things from time to time. Definitely much faster now. This will help traverse the factory. Especially on other planets then, later. I can just throw this power armor in there if anybody needs it. If I have trains and import iron via trains, I can better judge when to turn off the factory. I would then turn off the factory if I don't have enough in the train storage. guess robots are also faster now. Might switch to the other research. Need to check how many science packs I have. Probably no purple at the moment, that's why the research didn't really go very well. Purple should come in from this belt. Yeah, just a bit. So I will use up yellow for now. Power is still going great. I guess I didn't even start with the nuclear. Why isn't that going? Why is there no power? Oh no, did you think that's a good idea? You know, you can't see it, but this substation is connected to that one, which doesn't exist yet. And then this substation is connected to that one. It's really silly. I would consider this a bug. And now it's connected. Had to take out a copper cable and connect it. I mean, luckily that's possible remotely, but still very silly that you have to do it this way. Anyway, let's try to deal with those biters. I will just get out my substations and laser turrets. This is filtered, only attacks biters and not the biter bases that I want to keep. I'll just turret creep my way ahead. Okay, taken out the worm, that's the most important thing. They are the most annoying in this interaction. And now I'm only taking out the biters and the bases can stay alive. I will remove some of those turrets. I guess there's now a gap. Kind of don't like it. So I will just protect the intermediate space. Okay. Now I can maybe go down and protect this properly. I hope it's still alive. I don't know if anything died there. There's no radar contact. It looks like it still works. Can just go here and repair things, probably. But it looks all fine except for that rock. The rock is flying. Anyway. Probably that base next. So what song is this? It's Kessler Syndrome. It kind of has aspects of Cryogenics song. This will of course take a bunch of energy. Don't even know how many laser turrets I need to keep them safe. Possibly not many of them are turning on at any point in time. The problem is to always try to construct a convex area, a convex base, so that no robots fly over enemy territory. For instance, this happened here sometimes, where fighters wanted to build something here or repair something here, and then they flew over these bases. Want to get Roboport support to down there. It's just not working. Well, I will take substations instead. That's why I hate these big electric poles, they have no real coverage. I think I might have to go closer. This is the perfect distance between the roboports. Or let's say the maximum distance they can have to each other. Some people would probably build things that are more chunk aligned rather than using the maximum size of the roboport distance. Want to look at the pollution curve. The boilers are still sometimes turning on. I guess I will soon have nuclear. Thinking about removing this base and then maybe this one, and then I should be done. I mean, not removing the base, but just pacifying them. This is a big worm. Just preparing already. And now I just need to build this. Make sure not to die. Okay. That's sort of safe. Protecting it from both sides. Also against incoming fighters from elsewhere. If they ever decide to attack there. Not sure if they would. But they might. Anyway, it's time for the next base. I guess I can reduce the amount of laser turrets here, but I will still protect the gap somehow. Sometimes it's a bit hard to get the blueprint out, the exact one that I want, and it takes a bit of time, and then I just do it manually. I'll try not to place too many radars, as they uncover more land, which increases the safe game size. I try to be a bit more compact in this playthrough. Wanted to take one more base to the right. Apparently there are no more... Okay, yes, now I'm in the logistic network. I guess this roboport would be in a biter base. Kind of. So, that's bad. So I will just have two of them there. I guess some robots want to send me laser turrets. I might meet them in the middle somewhere. No more inputs there. Well, except there are still power poles for the beacons. question is whether I want to use those beacons. My stream might be dying. I hope the stream is alive again. I might try to restart OBS.